What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a very special installment of Subversiv Fight Club. Today we are having a media day, and we have two gentlemen who are going to be grappling for your entertainment. My name is Rafa Sparzi, the executive producer of the show, and up on the screen right now, you are seeing Danny Perez and Garrett Williams going to town right now. Some solid grips back and forth, a little game of mercy here. There's a grip behind the neck here from Garrett. They kind of disclose again, back and forth. These are going to be some fun exhibition matches for you guys to enjoy, because we have an event coming up on November 21st. That's going to be the next installment of Subversiv Fight Club, and we hope that you guys will join us from Ovation Square out in Long Beach, California. The best way to find out where you can get tickets, heading on over to Subversiv. BJJ.com. There's a guillotine that looks like it could be solid here by Danny. He's in on it. It's getting a little loose, but he's trying to readjust it here. He is very close. Our referee PJ right on top of it. Does look like Garrett did go out in that moment. That is going to be Danny Perez getting a finish there. Well done from Danny Perez. Big congrats for him.
And your winner by submission, guillotine choke, Danny Perez.
Yay! Well done, Danny. Wow, that was impressive. We start our action off ready to go, and that's how they go right to work. But, of course, PJ right on top of it. He's very comfortable playing off of his back, and for a split second grabbed that arm, so he's going to posture all the way back up. And he's wearing these infamous shorts. We learned a little bit earlier that Aldo Quintero is one of the owners and makers of that brand called Infamous. Starting out, watch on the slams, guys. I mean, PJ's basically telling me he didn't lift them long enough to be a slam on that one, so we did, fortunately, luck out on that. But they're going to reposition both of those boys on over to the center of the mats. They're going to, I believe, start from probably that close guard. Yeah, essentially kind of like as if he had just had it open. Yep. Nope. They're closing it back up. All right. Beautiful. I was right with my initial instinct there. So playing from inside a close guard, and they continue on from this position. That's going to give Josh the ability to try and knock that out. Trying to tripod, get the base on out. Doesn't quite have it yet. Looks for a sweep. Doesn't quite have it yet. Now open guard all the way back up. That's going to allow Javier to go back to passing. Ooh, Javi thought he had the timing here, but he has to be careful about where he places that foot. Now, Josh really in on that game. That 10th Planet game really going to come to fruition here. There could be a knee bar. There could also be in a transition if he looks on over for that heel hook. Now thinking about a knee bar from this position with the reap. Coming on over, trying to get control of it. Now you'll notice Javi can't build his base back up, so now it's just a matter of a shootout. Do you have somebody that's going to be able to get this position and finish from here? Or do you have somebody who has got a good counter game? And it doesn't quite look like Javi's got a counter game here, but now that's going to get the tap right there. Well done. Well played. You could tell that Javi's really got a solid passing game that he is learning on and starting to put up there. But that was a very impressive game by Josh. Josh Wayne getting it done here. Getting the folks enjoying their beers to cheer for just a split second, but Josh did a great job. Now, here's one for you guys. What do you do if you have people who work on the staff who say, hey, coach, put me in? And I think to myself, do we have to? And then I say, you know what? I can entertain this.
John Fuentes, where are you?
So we've got two of our friends on our staff who are going to take on one another, but I think they're going to do the next match. So we're going to hold them off first while we bring on John Fuentes to the mat.
From Empire, John Fuentes. And his opponent, Aldo Quintero Jr.
And Aldo Quintero Jr., I had the opportunity to talk to this young man a little bit earlier. Aldo, very, very impressive young man. He is the owner and operator of the Infamous brand that you can see he is wearing as a rash guard right now. So my man is coming out sporting his gear, super stoked to get his time to work. And we're going to see what he can do. But right now, already very active guard. Very cool positioning to see between both these gentlemen. Now, here's where things are interesting. if you look at Aldo, Aldo is a wrestler at base, and he is going up against somebody who looks like he's got a pretty good guard here in John Fuentes. So Aldo coming to us from that group of Peerless and Millennia folks. You know the pressure is going to be good, and you also know that he's not afraid to mix it up. So these are both incredibly aggressive styles, and John Fuentes wants to get that leg immediately and put this to rest. So both of these gentlemen starting to put the action into this match, and we thank you for joining us. My name again is Rafa Esparza. We will see you guys on November 21st for the next installment of Fight Club, but for right now we're just giving you a little bit of a taste of what you can expect. We've got some new up-and-comers that we want to give more promo to, more stature, more opportunities to get their jiu-jitsu seen. And what's really crazy about seeing this is you're going to see very creative stuff. Now this is really good. That was a good buggy choke attempt from Fuentes on the bottom. John Fuentes, you know, I think this is what we talked a little bit about with Aldo. Aldo likes action. He likes being an aggressive wrestler. He's recently made the transition back to jiu-jitsu. Yes, I know what I said. He was making the transition back to jiu-jitsu. He initially started for 6 months of jiu-jitsu, then went to wrestling. After that, he decided to make his way back to the world of jiu-jitsu after about 6 years of wrestling. So now he's training with an incredibly pressure-filled team. So it'll only be more and more interesting to see how he continues to develop. But what he was looking for was having somebody that's going to give him a really solid matchup. And what you see with John Fuentes, not afraid to make things fast, not afraid to make things action-packed. And even with this guard, it is very, very sneaky the way he's getting up to a high guard. Looks for an underhook here, and you can tell the Millennium Peerless is strong in this one. Casaldo not falling for the bait. From this position, kind of Wheels of Fortune him all the way through. He does have a pass, now working on this north-south choke. This might be a solid position here. This is kind of that bread and butter for that Peerless team. They just make you feel incredibly bad. Darce set up here. That's, even if it's not perfect, it's not comfortable to be in that position. So now he's going to put all of his hips down, sprawling it out, which is going to keep all that pressure on Fuentes, so he can't really get his guard in, and it's making things really difficult to move in this particular position, but that's going to eat up part of the clock. And you'll notice he's not necessarily thinking about tapping, but that's allowing a lot of time for Aldo to readjust, who's now looking to get a shorter version of this guillotine if he can make it happen. From here, you've got a dragon sleeper. You've got really terrible pressure that just cranks near on the neck and just makes you feel like you won't be able to turn around tomorrow. Literally just like Michael Keaton in the bat suit. Just does not work, but Fuentes finds his way out. Well done. And now he's going to opt to stand back up, and this is going to be a gift to Aldo, who really wants to show us his wrestling. But you'll notice we don't have our full setup here. Oh, gets the takedown. Wow, well done by Aldo. That's really the kind of show that he wanted to put on today, was showing you guys what he is capable of when you give him the opportunity to do it. Now working from inside of the guard, Fuentes, we'll see if he's able to continue with a submission, attack, or a finish. But both these gentlemen working their asses off to give you some kind of finish, some kind of action from this position. Looking for a trip, doesn't quite get it out, gets himself out of danger, finds his way back into that north-south position. Again, Aldo very, very strong with that ability to look for a pass. Oh, Aldo thought about going for that armbar and really wanted to surprise him with it. And Fuentes having to really work to get the guard back. It is very difficult to do when you're underneath and you have somebody who's just really stable with that pressure. And again, look, like clockwork, goes right back to that north-south. Has no problem going back there multiple times, trying to make sure that that's going to be something that gives him the edge, something that gives him the win here tonight. Locks it up. And again, this is almost where you don't want to be over that arm. The over the arm gives you the control, but it doesn't give you the finish. So you just kind of have them stuck out here. And And from this particular space, you're seeing that it does look like we're coming up short on time. But in this particular position, it does look like, I think, Aldo.
Time.
All right, those gentlemen, very strong exhibition here for us. And we appreciate you guys for sticking with us.
Referee's decision.
And we go with the win for Aldo, who looks really, really strong in that match. Some really fun stuff. All right, as we were saying a little bit earlier, you know, what are you doing? You got two guys who work for the show who say, you know what, Coach, put us in. Let's ask to give these guys a match. Let's give them a time to shine. And we're giving them the co-main event slot here today. And we're going to start first with
Ralph Morphin.
Ralph Morphin, one of the newer members of the team who has been an incredible addition. Kid is so nice.
Side, our own Richard Valdez.
And Richard Valdez making his way to the mats. Rich Killa, BJJ, if you ever are following it. Look at how nice they are. I don't like this. They're too nice right now. These boys are already promising us fireworks. We'll see if they can deliver. But PJ going over the rules, letting them know whoever loses does get fired. So I'm not sure we said that out loud to them, but it is kind of the stipulation that they put in. All right, here we go. Already a pull of guard by Rich, who's going to be looking to attack the legs here. Ralph has to be careful, almost on a pass. And here's the wild thing. Rich was saying wild things about Ralph, like he can't get a takedown, so really trying to take that away from Ralph. Just unfair in this business, so he just pulls guard. Boring. I thought Rich used to wrestle, but I guess not. Anyways, now that we see this match for its entirety, Rich does have a great underhook on Ralph. He's trying to get that pass. Doesn't have it. Ralph wants to be careful with that leg, and that might give Rich an opportunity to play up top. Rich is looking for a triangle here. Doesn't quite get it. They're about to go off mats. They are no better than the rest of our goons. And mind you, these are two of the nicest of friends off the mats, but right now they are going after it. Oh, good Lord. Hey, you guys have to clean this up after. You can't get broken. As much as we want to see them give you guys a good match, they have to break down all the mats. They have to take this all away. All the lights go down. The camera equipment's got to go away. And off of that, Rich was thinking about going for a slicer. Doesn't quite have it, but he's looking to take the back of Ralph. Ralph really under duress now, has to act fast. He wants to get over to that hip, but I think he's just getting a little ahead of himself. Rich is in on a choke, but he might be just a smidge late. Ralph is... It's close, but Ralph does manage to get out just very shortly. Now they're going to reset them in the turtle position. I'm going to be in... You know what? The thing is, normally I have to be impartial. I can do whatever I want now because they both work for me. Let's go, Ralph. I can't normally do that on the show. Normally I got to be impartial, so now I can just yell out stuff. Boo, Rich. See, I mean, like, it's a fun thing to be able to do now. I should do this more often. Rich thought about an armbar, but instead returning to the back. Now looking to take advantage of this big opportunity. Ralph is under duress. He's trying to turn in. But this is a very strong position of Rich's, who's proven very effective at it. Ralph turns all the way back in, now working from underneath on bottom. Rich has a Dars potentially that he's shooting up. It's not going to be enough. You know, Ralph was telling me a little bit before, front headlock's not a problem to him, especially ones coming from Rich. Now these boys trying to give you best bang for your buck. And again, it's going to be really sad when we have to let one of them go. That might have been a huge opportunity. There's actually a crucifix here. You're looking at Rich trying to hit a Rings of Saturn here. Has a good grip on that arm that's going to allow him to come back up on top. That arm, you'll notice, the grip that he has here, very strong. It's putting Ralph in some major trouble, and Ralph's trying to reinforce, bringing the other arm to loosen it. That, once again, giving Rich some time to attack the arm, to attack the neck, as Rich goes right back into that crucifix, and now looking to just make life miserable for Ralph. If I were Ralph, I would have just spiked Rich there. I know it's against the rules, but what are you going to do? Disqualify me from working here? Oh, that sweep was really good. Boo. Ralph, you said you were going to have better wrestling than him, but you just let him do that. Oh, that heel hook's a problem for Ralph. Ralph, we are not escaping the right way for that heel hook, and that is going to get the finish for Rich Killa himself. Boo, indeed. Yeah, we can do that here. Yeah, boo, Rich. Although I think that confuses the audience. Heel hooks weren't legal.
Nice work, buddy.
Ralph, you're fired.
And your last exhibition of the night. That was good work, boys.
Nah. We're going up to 170 now, fam.
Adam McKinney.
Good work, kid.
My dude. And
All
your
right.
last match of the night.
Oh, wow. Audience coming alive now for the Dodgers. Oh, man. You know what? Listen, this is a solo home run from Will Smith, but we'll take it. That's just as exciting here in jiu-jitsu. The crowd comes alive. Yeah, we're all here for some jiu-jitsu tonight, but we live in the city of Los Angeles, so if you can't relate, it's all good, but we here get to be excited. Good work, boys. All right. Ladies and gents, we'll get back to the action here. We just had to take a momentary pause to enjoy the Dodger Blue.
In the orange rash guard, and Adam McKinney.
All right, Chris Wheeler, Adam McKinney going to work right now. Chris Wheeler in the orange rash guard here. Love the shorts. Those shorts are dope that Wheeler is wearing. And then over on the side for McKinney, McKinney's got the little designs in the hair. A little peroxide blonde for him with some, looks like some streaks down there. The boys give a nice what's up to one another. And Wheeler, if you ever watch him, man, he's just, kid's got energy. He's a beast. Boo. Now as we come on, sorry, I wasn't booing these guys. I was booing Rich. And as we get an entry into guard, there was a little bit kind of like a takedown at the same time of a pull guard. And from this position, both these boys going to work. Very fun to watch these guys do incredible, incredible stuff. And already that's a very solid guard by McKinney. Wheeler has to respect it. He's got to watch the arms. Isolated on that left arm, it looks like. Love that. Wheeler now uses an opportunity to pass, gets to half. And I think that on bottom, McKinney was looking for an exposure on the leg, but now using the legs to triangle him up. Doesn't quite have a finish here. But there's some excellent work to maintain this position. Wheeler's holding it very nicely. Oh, but this is a legit triangle attempt here. That's a very solid thing, especially with that arm being trapped. You can make some stuff work. People who are lanky like that can sneak that on you. It can really surprise you. And from this position, you want to try to attack the arm, but Wheeler is in some trouble here. It's very unconventional way of maintaining this position, basically holding the knees up. It's mostly just eating the amount of time he's taking it. Now up on top, he's getting the flex with the tap. I mean, a well done finish there.
With a mounted reverse triangle and a flex, Adam McKinney.
Adam McKinney gets it done. A very, very nice set of exhibition matches here for you guys.
Out with us today. We're going to be wrapping up. If you're interested in learning more about jiu-jitsu, come holler at any one of these guys. Thank you to Redeo 72 for letting us come out. We love you guys. Paul, Austin, your bros, appreciate you. And thank you for everyone who watched.
Hey, everybody, we appreciate you guys for sticking with us. This has been a fun day with us here at Subversive. We will see you guys November 21st for the next installment of Fight Club and November 22nd for Wild Style. You guys, this is Rafa Sparz on behalf of all of us here. Thank you so much for watching along. It's been a great day for grappling. We'll see you back on the mats. No one got hurt.
No one got hurt. And at the end of the day, what can you say